Here at Davis AutoSports, we are very excited to offer you another in-house custom-built 2000 Jeep Cherokee Sport XJ. This is a Carfax certified guaranteed vehicle with a flawless history, clean and clear title in hand, in-house, ready to sign over. This vehicle has 123,000 original, documented, and well-serviced miles. This Jeep, like all of our Jeeps, came to us 100% bone stock. All the upgrades, services, enhancements were done here in-house at Davis AutoSports. If you're unfamiliar with us, please pause this video and go to our website. It's davisautosports.com to get familiar with who we are and what we do. We've been custom building Jeeps for years now. We specialize in the XJ Jeep. This vehicle has our Stage 3 Plus package. It's got a lot of additional upgrades from the standard Stage 3. That's where you get the Plus from. Very highly optioned Jeep right here. Ton of upgrades. The first portion of this video is going to be a cosmetic report. I'll go into detail in the second portion of the video of all the upgrades, and the last will be all the services. So with our XJs, we seek out the cleanest, nicest Cherokees we can possibly find that are all bone stock and original, and build them from there. And this is an extremely clean Jeep, as you'll see. Vehicle truly looks like it's a 40-50,000 mile truck. It's that nice, that clean. Body panels on this Jeep are very, very straight. One of my favorite colors on this Jeep, because it looks very aggressive with the black accent pieces all the way around. This paint has received our full paint correction service, which is a complete wet sand, buff, compound, polish, and paint seal. The end result gives the paint a beautiful shine, very smooth finish. So as you see, condition-wise, everything that's original on the vehicle is in great condition. So we'll start off with the front of the XJ. Heavy duty front bumper, quick disconnect D-rings, brand new 9,500 pound winch with a controller, IPF fog lights. These are authentic truck light LED headlights, which are an absolute must. The lenses, as you notice, have a very slight tint to them. That's done here in-house. We don't have any stock XJs. Well, you'll see on this Stage 2 real quick. Those are original amber fronts, and these are the new ones. So as you see, they're slightly tinted, but enough to where you're not going to get a ticket or anything like that. They still show the amber. So nice, tasteful upgrade there. So that's all the cosmetic upgrades to the front of the vehicle. We have our 50-inch curved LED light bar up top with the brackets, safari roof rack with the windscreen. One thing that I want to point out with all of our 12-volt stuff, all the lights, everything wire-wise on this vehicle has been soldered. So all the connecting wires are completely soldered, heat shrunk and wire loomed. So there's no connecting butts that are going to break off or anything like that. So all the 12-volt stuff is done absolutely correctly, professionally, so you won't have any issues with that whatsoever. Wheel and tire package, we have a 285 75 70, or excuse me, 17 Nitto Terra Grappler tire, which is an all-terrain tire. We have a ton of different wheels and tires that we stock here in house. Here's a little bit more of an aggressive setup on a XJ. This is a Nitto Trail Grappler tire. So if you want a more aggressive setup tire wise, we'll be more than happy to swap some tires out for you. Of course, the Trail Grapplers are a little bit more expensive, but this is a really nice tire. This is the new Nitto G2 that they just came out with not too long ago. So we'll go ahead and show you guys all the upgraded steering and suspension components. Up front, there's your Rubicon Express heavy duty tie rod bar with Rubicon Express tie rod ends on each end. You have your extreme duty Rubicon Express fully adjustable track bar with the Rubicon Express drop down bracket. You also have your heavy duty steering stabilizer over there. Brand new upgraded sway bar end links. You have Rubicon Express bump stops up in the front as well. You have your upgraded springs and shocks. All new hardware throughout. Brand new ARB diff cover. The diffs have been fully serviced with full synthetic fluids. You also have full stainless steel brake lines in the front of the vehicle and in the rear. Upgraded lower control arms. Down below, we have brand new downpipe with the built-in catalytic converters. So that is brand new as well. Underneath the vehicle, we have new hard steel brake lines running down the frame to the rear brakes. Brand new upgraded exhaust system included with the tailpipe. Tailpipe runs all the way through and out to a diamond tip exhaust tip. On this vehicle, we also have brand new full leaf springs, not just an out of leaf, but a full set of leaf springs as well. We have brand new upgraded, I know the lighting is bad in here, but those are brand new rear bump stops. Here in the back, brand new ARB rear diff cover. There's a shot of your shocks, full sway bar, or excuse me, full leaf spring pack with your new shackles, new U-bolts, hardware, the whole nine. There's a shot of your rear stainless steel brake line as well. So this thing, as you see, has a ton of servicing done to it, a lot of parts replaced. Also, up front we have two brand new O2 sensors. All this stuff will be in the listing for you guys to see as well. A lot of small things too, like the new pins and brackets for the doors. Engine bay is absolutely as clean as you're going to get. We have a brand new K&N cold air intake, which gives this truck a really nice sound, especially paired with the upgraded exhaust. Brand new AC compressor. We have a brand new valve cover gasket. Down below on the bottom side, we have a brand new rear main seal and a brand new oil pan gasket. The rear main seal service alone at a Jeep dealership is between $700 and $900. You can call your local Jeep dealership to get a quote on that. It's a very expensive package, or excuse me, service. This vehicle has our full Kevlar package as well. So the raised portions of the hood, as you see, you got a perfectly straight line. Your lower portion, perfectly straight line. So your raised hood has been done. Your side trim, your rocker panels, and just to show you the inside of these doors are absolutely perfect. So you have no rocker panel rust, anything like that at all. We draw a perfectly straight line there with the Kevlar. That way it's very nice and clean looking. Once again, side trim, rocker panels, rear bumper cap, rear bumper. Obviously same thing on the passenger side. So this stuff, as you get a close-up of it, looks absolutely awesome. This stuff, you're not going to get this stuff off. It's not going to fade over time. Very, very durable. And this is a very tedious process. And this stuff is just, it's awesome. It's not coming off. So on everything that's metal, the hood, the rocker panels, the rear bumper, the process we do, and it goes kind of along the same lines with the plastic. So instead of repeating myself, I'll just pretty much merge the two materials together as far as what we do. We start to sand the surface down with a 180 grit sandpaper. That's the very first step to take away that first layer. From there, we bring it back with a 320 to smoothen it out a little bit. We then go over all the material that we're going to be spraying with a surface cleaner, which preps and gets rid of all the oils, all the residues, any contaminants, road debris, oils from our hands while we're working on it. And then if we're spraying it on metal, we then prime the surface with a 2K primer, which is a 2-part base primer. It's not primer out of a can. It's Auto Body Professional primer. It's very expensive primer, and it pretty much will have anything adhere to it. It's the nicest primer you can get. If we're spraying on the plastic, we do the same process, but instead of spraying the primer, after we surface clean it, we spray a plastic adhesive on it. Let that dry. The actual product we use is called Bulldog, and we do that to all the plastic that we spray. From there, we then spray a primer on top of the Bulldog, which the Bulldog is such a good product that you don't have to do that. We just take it another step further so that it adheres. And then from there, we prime it, like I said, scuff the primer, and shoot the 2-part Kevlar. This is not stuff out of a can. This is a real Kevlar material. You can literally, I mean, it's pretty much compared to other companies out there, Line-X, stuff of that nature, but it is true Kevlar, very durable, UV protected. We've built Jeeps 3-4 years ago, and we have them come back for different upgrades and service, and this stuff looks just like it did when we sprayed it. So, and it looks absolutely awesome. All your plastic on these Cherokees fade over time, so this is a great way to avoid that. Go ahead and start the truck up, let you hear the exhaust, turn the lights on, all that good stuff. As you hear, the vehicle sounds absolutely awesome. I'll show you these beautiful truck light LED headlights. If you're hearing a slight little squeak, it's just the new belt that's on the vehicle just breaking in. Those are your high beams. Much brighter in person, obviously, than what the camera's picking up. The way we did the buttons, your top button is obviously for your top light. And also the buttons do illuminate, so you can see that the lights are actually on. Go ahead and open the door and take it on a quick test drive for you guys. If you guys are unfamiliar with us and didn't have time to go to our website, here's a quick little shot of our facility. It's a 30,000 square foot shop, pretty much dedicated to building Jeeps. Every single Jeep that's in here, we've performed every upgrade here in house. This is a double row of Jeeps. We also do some FJs from time to time, but we do a lot of stuff here with the Jeeps, and from Fox products, Bilstein, you name it, we do a little bit of everything. We do engine work, we do some sport cars and exotic cars and just hard to come across vehicles. We absolutely just do a little bit of everything. Our shop is a full service sort of shop that we just work on our cars and our customer cars. That's our interior room there. We have some stuff going on upstairs, 4 lifts, everything gets done here in house. So go ahead and take this thing on a quick test drive. Also, real quick, just to show you a couple other XJs that are getting ready to come up on the market. This guy's got some work to get done to it, but it's going to be up on the market here in the next week or so. There's a 58,000 mile Cherokee right there coming up on the market. We have a 2-door black one, stage 4, that's going to be available in about a week or so. Brand new WeatherTech floor mats in this vehicle. We're an authorized Diamond WeatherTech dealer, so those are brand spanking new, and we have them in the back row as well. This vehicle also has a brand new headliner that we did here in house. We also do leather seat conversions in these, which if I have enough time I'll show you here in a moment. Depending on what type of leather you want, stitching, heated seats, for full front and rear leather seats, you're looking at $1,200 to $2,000 depending on exactly what you want done. Take a look at that oil pressure. Absolutely awesome oil pressure on this vehicle, even at full temperature. You have the factory CD player, which is very nice. We also do full 12 volt upgrades, radio, sound, audio, alarm, remote start, you know, anything you guys want, power inverter, we do it all. Beautiful night here in Richmond. We are located at Richmond International Airport. There's the actual runway. You can see a plane in the distance getting ready to take off out there. There's FedEx loading up. There's UPS loading up. So if you're interested in purchasing a vehicle, we will be more than happy to pick you up at the airport. Full turn of the wheel. There's no rubbing whatsoever. There's a couple other small things that we did to this vehicle that I didn't mention in the video, so please pay attention to the listing as far as exactly what was done. We did some different mounts. We did a transmission mount. It had a little bit of wear, which is normal on vehicles of this age. And you know, since we go through everything, we replace anything that needs to get replaced. Now that the engine's warmed up, I'll go ahead and do a acceleration. Very smooth engine, very smooth transmission shifts. Just put the vehicle in four-wheel drive. As you see, it shows that it's engaged. As I immediately turn the steering wheel on the concrete, I can feel it gripping the concrete. It's in four-wheel drive. Disengage it right away out of four-wheel drive. Much easier to turn the wheel instantly. There's no delay getting in and out of four-wheel drive. No hard clinking of the transfer case when it engages or disengages. No blown speakers. Not sure how you guys are picking up that sound with the windows down and the wind buffling the speakers, but the intake and exhaust on this Cherokee sounds absolutely awesome. So there you guys go. If you guys have any questions about this Cherokee, please feel free to contact me directly at 202-491-9929. Thank you.